Hey everyone, Maury Curtis Dunbar here. Welcome back to Painted Studios. We are 9 days to Christmas. And yes, we're still doing Christmas creations. Now don't forget, we are doing our Christmas Advent calendar sale. Today is what is today? The 16th. So today on the 16th, we are offering 15% off our mini Japanese trowels on paintedstudio.com. So definitely go check that out. They're a great trowel. Super easy to work with, very easy to work with either in small spaces or on small projects. And it's great to see everyone here. Ethel, Lily, Nadine, Angeline, and anybody else I missed, thank you for popping in. We're going to flip down. I've just announced the sale product for today. Once again, a quick reminder. Hey, Lisa, nice to see you here. That today's sale product is, again, 15% off on our Japanese mini trowels. Just go to paintedstudio.com, look under tools, and you'll find those trowels there. All right, we're going to flip down to our project because nobody wants to watch me that much. My stuff is much more interesting. So as you might remember, we got these in yesterday, our little mason jars and our little buildable reindeer. And you saw in yesterday's live. Hey, Kate, nice to see you. Kate's my friend from Scotland. It's rare that she manages to catch me because the time difference, she's usually going to bed at the time I'm going on camera. All right, so we painted these yesterday. These we painted with metallic black set coat, which you can see is not really true black, but very charcoaly gray. And then we painted the mason jar with metallic navy set coat. And then today I applied Artsyville foil adhesive. Yes, this is not the regular jar. I pour off my gallons into smaller jars so that I can keep most of it fresh while I'm working with it. If I use a quart, then I have the other gallons staying, the rest of the gallons staying fresh and not dried out. All right, so we're gonna foil these. I applied the foil adhesive, and just so you understand, the foil adhesive is thick. It does not level. Hey, Mare, nice to see you. So on this one, you can see the brush strokes. You can see that I brushed in a circular motion here. That kind of gave me a nice shape for the face, and then I did the ears. And on this one, you can see I brushed on a lid shape on top, and I brushed diagonally on the rest of it, and you'll see why in a little bit. So we're gonna do our little reindeer guy. And I haven't come even close to picking all of my colors for this, so be patient with me. I'm thinking for his face, we're gonna do the red. This is our red glitter stars. We're gonna go very traditionally Christmassy on this. I need a little scissor. I sharpened a bunch of scissors today, so this is also the test on how well I did my sharpening. Okay, that went fine. I'm just gonna tear it. Sure, I'm gonna tear it. It won't tear now that I said I was gonna tear it. Okay. We're gonna do, actually, I'm gonna rethink this because Rudolph has a red nose, so it would make sense that I do the face with the red detail, not the, do the little detailed parts with red, not the whole face background. So we'll save that for something else. We're gonna put those down. I've put them all face down on the adhesive. The reason they're sticking to here is there's actually adhesive on this surface from me putting the adhesive on these little guys. So I'm just rubbing with my finger. The heat of my finger should be enough to get me the most of the release, and then I'm gonna take a little toothbrush and go back and scrub the rest. I got a pretty good release on there. Not perfect. So I'm gonna go back over it again. These are little, so they're not always easy. And I think I'm gonna just use my fingernail to help it along. Now I could be scratching the the foil that's already been applied, so this might come out a little dull from having scrubbed on it twice. Yeah, you can see that. So if you look at this, it's a little duller than this one. And that's because I'm now scrubbing over the foil twice, and it can dull it a little. So if you find that you're having spots of your foil when you release it that look dull, it's usually because you double scrubbed. So I normally try to avoid that, but you know, sometimes you can't. And we embrace the flaws and the imperfections of the foil as much as we embrace how amazing it is. So let me see if I can get a little more release just with my finger. Sorry for the squeaking. My fingers are very dry. It didn't do much. Let's go in there with the fingernails. Okay, much more solid, but definitely I dulled it a little. You can see it when it catches the light there, that there'll be spots that are shinier and duller, and that's because you can scratch your foil by releasing it and then scrubbing over it to make it darker or more opaque. Let's take a little piece of our green foil. And we're going to do this one on here. I want to make sure I don't scratch it with my ring because that will not help. And do I have my little scrubber brushy over here somewhere? There it is. I'm scrubbing in a circle because I applied my foil adhesive in a circle. Normally, we always tell you, go like this and go like this, because scrubbing in a circle isn't going to give you necessarily a look you want. But since I've already applied a circular pattern on here with my foil, I'm okay with having a circular scrub mark going. And look how nice that foil released. It was the little ones that challenged me, but look how cute that is. All right, so now we just have our face frame to put in here. And where did I had the foil I wanted. Now, this is how this is gonna set up, just so we know. The face goes together like this, and then this goes around the outside. So now I'm trying to pick, do I want to go silver? Do I want to go gold? Do I want to go blue? I gotta choose a color. So I have options like our blue leopard, our gold hearts. I could go blue-green tie-dye, or where did it go? I could even do leopard zigzag and holographic leopard zigzag, which happens to be one of my personal favorites. So maybe, if you guys have some suggestions, I'll listen to you. If not, I'm gonna go holographic leopard zigzag. Thank you, Christina. Yes, it does look cute like this. So I think I'm gonna just do the holographic leopard. The holographic zigzag, since that was what was right in front of me and in my hand. Now I could probably have used a little bigger piece, but that's okay. I'm just gonna go on here. Alrighty. Now, if you notice, I'm not scrubbing all the way up to this edge because I don't want a harsh seam. So to make sure that that doesn't happen, you don't foil all the way up to the edge. You come back and then you come in and fill in. Okay, that's fitting there nicely. And then let's get this one in here. I think I just had a little tiny bit on the top of the... Now I could have even gone in a different color on the cutout here. That's basically the holder for your ribbon. But let's look how cute this is. I mean, seriously, how cute is that? That's darling. So what we need to do to get that to stay together is we're going to use a little bit of wood glue, and my wood glue bottle has gotten badly beaten up over the years. So I usually just take some, squirt it out onto my paper so I don't mess up the project I'm working on, and then I take a brush. And I use a brush, and this is, you know, this will be washed out before it dries. Why am I putting that there? God, I'm not even thinking. I'm going to put the glue on the back of the ears and on the back of the circle. Now this is just tight bond. You can buy it at any hardware store, but I prefer wood glue to something like E6000 for a project like this because I find the bond is a little stronger. And I actually have a little more control when I brush it on like this. All right, so there we go. Get everything centered. That's cute. Oh, this is so cute. Hey, Dana, nice to see you. Now, if for whatever reason I miss you and you're somebody who always pops in, it's not intentional. I just have the camera pointing down so I don't always see everybody. Okay. There's that placed. And I did paint the backs of all of this just because it gives a nicer look when it's flipped over. And, you know, the little eyelashes, you know, I don't necessarily have to have them painted on the back. But since I was painting everything else, I wanted to be consistent. Cute. Now I can push the nose down a little bit, or I could reposition. I mean, sometimes you might not like where I have it, but oh my God. Hey Joe, nice to see you. Welcome all the way from Florida. I have a lot of friends who live down in Florida. They give me a place to go visit when it gets too cold up here. All right, I'm just adjusting the nose, and then this is going to have to dry flat so that things don't shift. But look how cute, and I love the holographic zigzag around here. Now this would have been just as cute if I had done the background face with red. You know, I could have switched all of these colors. I could have done the background silver and this green. I could have played all of these colors around, or I could have gone in a completely different direction. I mean, think of how fun this would be in oranges and teals, or in pinks and purples. There's lots of options. And this product, again, the ornament kit for the reindeer is for sale on paintedstudio.com under paintable surfaces. So that's available for you. But look how cute that is. Oh my gosh, I'm so in love. I found my other foil that I couldn't find earlier. Okay, so this is our mason jar. And as you can see, we painted it set coat metallic navy. And we did both sides because I might be in a mood and want to do the other side another day. So I'm going to take a little bit of our foil here. Okay, now I'm going to have to use a different scissor. I need something that's a little more accurate in its cutting than that thing's going to be. Make sure I'm wide enough. So I've kind of cut a lid shape there, and I want to embrace that. So I need to cut a slight curve into my foil adhesive. Into my foil so I get the right shape to release. And I do need to do the lid before I do the rest of the body. I don't like how that cut right there. It's a little shredded. Like I said, I sharpened a whole bunch of scissors, and I'm still figuring out whether or not they need more sharpening. But this one did just fine. Okay, so we've got our little space up on top that I brushed in that lid shape. Now this one I'm going all the way to the edge. I want that sharp, clean edge there. Again, we have this size, and then we have a large 24-inch tall mason jar wood cut out on our Painted Studio website, paintedstudio.com, so you can buy all these shapes. But look how cute that is. Okay, that came out really nicely, except for the one little spot that I missed right there. And I'm going to zoom this in so y'all can see a little closer up. Okay, so I just had that little tiny spot there that I missed. And I fixed it. So now I have my pseudo lid on there, and if I wanted to later on, I could come in and paint some lines that made it look like they were screw cap. The cap was a screw cap. But we're going to work on the pattern. And it's all going to be all Christmas colors. So there's a reason I painted this on the diagonal. If you look at it, you can see, if I can catch it in the light, you can see all my brush marks are that way. We're going to make this a diagonally shaped jar, or striped jar. I'm sorry, I don't even know my own words anymore. So I'm going to take this, and we're going to start here. Okay, and I'm using the straight edge of the foil to start my stripe. So there's my first little stripe. And then I'm gonna grab some red foil. Maybe not that piece that's really used up. I got a better piece over here. Here we go. And I'm not even trying to measure how wide my stripes are to see if they're even. I don't care if some of them are bigger than others. But look how cute that is. Okay, that needs to be come back over. The backing on the red foil in particular is a little thicker than some of the other foils, so sometimes it doesn't flex into some of these little ridges as easily, but boy, is it cute. All right, then let's take a little of our disco stripe here. We're gonna go in a thin one here. We're just gonna take a little bit of that in there. And let's pull some other colors that I might have floating around here. We got some gold hearts. Look how pretty that'll be. I just wanna straighten up the line so it's not messy. If I was really concerned about this, I'd cut it with a razor, with a X-Acto knife and a ruler. All I'm doing is just trying to keep it in a straight line with the way I brushed on the foil adhesive. So look how cute that's coming out. Oh gosh, I love that. And let's put a little bit of our blue, our brand new teal and blue leopard. I have so many colors of foil sitting here next to me, we could just create a rainbow of stripes on here. I think I'm kind of enjoying that idea. And my stripes are coming out fairly consistent in width, even though that's not what I was trying for. It just is. I don't like how that one, the edge on that didn't stay nice and crisp right here. So I'm going to put it back down. And there we go. That's better. What else do I have floating around? Oh yes, we have the blue-green tie-dye. Let's see. And how fun is this? For all of you who have ordered foil from me in the past and have gotten scraps in your packages, what a great project this would be. I mean, look how fun this is. And this is so easy to do. I am clearly not measuring, not being super careful. I'm just grabbing whatever foils I got and going for it. All right, so we're gonna bang out some more colors on here. Let's straighten out this little edge right here so I can foil with it. Because clearly the curvy edges are not going to help me when I'm trying to do a stripe. And I'm not even trying to make my stripes perfect. I just want them on there. I'm going to make a little extra effort with this red since we know the red can be a little stubborn. And I'm just using the scrubber on the edges here to make sure I get it all the way down. I don't want to take a chance and scrub the other foil that I've already laid down. Oh, that released so much better than it did up here. Let's see if I'll try one more time, see if I can get a little more red in there. Maybe if I use the edge of this brush, I can get a little more red. Yeah, it didn't work good. That wasn't the best. Whatever. And let's see. Let's play with a little bit of our gold hearts. Ooh, that has glue on it. Why? Because I threw it in the glue. So that little bit has to get cut off. And we're just going to use it and let it stay and keep that glue covered so I don't make a mess again. A little more gold hearts to play with. Boy, I really cut that on a curve. That wasn't even close to straight. I must be hallucinating again. Right. Ah, that's nice. And I love how you can see the hearts in this as you shift it and it picks up the light, and then you can see the stripes, the zigzag, and all the other holographic qualities that are in here. All right, I think maybe we've got 2 green. Maybe I should put 2 green, 2 red, 2 gold. I guess I need to put a blue in there. And yes, I do try. I do try to balance things like this so that it just doesn't overwhelm with one color. All right, there's that. And then I think right here in the last little corner here, we'll just take a little more of our holographic zigzag and fill that little corner in. Okay, let's start. First of all, so stinking cute. You're thinking, yes, you can use scrapbook paper on stuff like this. You can do all of the foils, work on all of it. Although I did just get a little scrap of foil stuck right there that I'm going to lift up with my scissor instead of scraping at it with my nail and ruining it. So now I've got that all done like that, but you know, I've got a kind of sticky surface left. So normally I could top coat it or I could dust it in glitter. So I think today, since it was snowing outside, I'm going to take some of our polyester glitter and we're just going to rub it on the surface. And why am I rubbing it? Because I want to cover the whole thing evenly so it catches any open sticky spots that might be there. And look how cute, just a little extra shimmer. And then we can drill a hole here, we can tie ribbon around it, we can do all sorts of stuff. So let me see what I have sitting nearby to tie up on this. I do have some ribbon over there. I wasn't sure what I had nearby. So we're gonna take, let's see. I have to see what I've got enough of, first of all, to tie around here. I have other big rolls of ribbon, but I don't have a lot of small ones. So this one can be tied right around here with a bow. Hey, kiddo. My son's here with me, so you're gonna hear me say, hey, kiddo, occasionally. Will you go over there and get the Christmas decorations in the brown, the gray bag that's sitting on the packing table? All that florally stuff. Okay, I'm cutting myself a big piece of ribbon.
Right here?
Yes, please, thank you. My son just grabbed the stuff I needed to finish decorating this. Okay, so I've got that tied around there. So the first thing I'm going to do is tie it in a knot so it doesn't shift. If I needed to, I could put a drop of glue on the back of the ribbon and adhere it to the back. Now, the other part of this is just know that once you tie the ribbon on, you're not working on the back. Oh, you do, Kate, yes, everybody gets glitter and mica powder everywhere. This is the tragedy of our lives as creative folks. So let me find some stuff. We've got these kind of berries. We've got this kind of red stuff. We've got red berries like the green berries. We've got gold berries. We have a little more of a country look and a little twist on that stuff. Or we've got something that's looking more realistically berry, but I don't like that. That's a little dull on there. I'm thinking maybe a little bit of green berries. I like that best, I think. Because we already got glitter, we already got it bright, we already got it shiny. Let's get that in there, and I just need to grab my clipper. So, I take these and I cut them shorter because this is too big on here, so I need it a little smaller. I need to go up in here, kind of pull these apart a little bit. You'll lose a berry or two in doing it. All right, there we go. You just gotta fluff them apart a little bit so you can get the bits so you can tie it. Okay, so we've got that, and the last thing I need is some of our metallic embroidery floss. Now, why would I need that? Well, we need to bind these together before we can tie it to this. Trust me, I've tried doing it the other way. It just takes a lot longer. So I'm going to take a little bit of silver embroidery floss because that fits our color scheme here. I'm going to go up in here. Now this is going to want to pull apart. That's what embroidery floss does. I don't need to have all of it. I can just do it with a few strands. It'll work just fine. I just need enough on here so that it's a strong tie together, not a weak one. And it's going to grab on everything. Just understand that you're going to be fighting your floss a little bit. Okay. There we go. I see. You gotta find the spot to grab them. Okay, so I've got that there. And then I like to come up in under the bow. Okay, I gotta get this, get it up under the bow. Come on. My fingers are a little stiff right now, it's chilly. I have tape sticking to my arm. So I don't know how much I was on camera because I forgot I had zoomed in so much, so I don't know if you saw me wrapping all of this stuff around. But I did. I bound these two clusters together, and now I'm tying it over the ribbon because doing the tie over the ribbon helps me lock all of it together. Hate embroidery thread with dry fingers because it slides through my fingers constantly, and then I can't grab it to get a grip tightened. Hard to believe I do a lot of needlework, but I actually do. But if it makes you feel better, I have this problem no matter what it is I'm tying. Get this all wrapped around my fingers and make a mess. All right, so I can trim that down now. Okay, so I've got that tied on there. I've got these tied together. Everything's bound together, so now I'm just going to tie a bow. Now, there takes some practice because some of these ribbons have good sides and bad sides, so it takes a little practice to flip the ribbon so that you always have the side showing of the ribbon that you want to see. And I don't even know if I can explain how to do it. It's come after a lot of years of tying stuff together. I gotta turn this way so I can straighten bows and ribbon ends and all that stuff out. My bows are always just slightly crooked, and I can live with it, but seriously, how cute is that? We've got our little mason jar. Okay, I'm gonna zoom back out. I think I'm gonna. So now we have our mason jar, and we have our reindeer. I am not putting the ribbon through the reindeer's opening until I know for sure that the glue is completely dry, because I can make a big mess, and I don't really want to do that because this is so cute. Look how cute these came out. All right, so we have our frosted mason jar. We have our darling reindeer, and I think that's gonna finish us for today. Let's see, I think I'm still a little zoomed in, so you don't have to look right up my nose. All right, I'm gonna take a second. I'm gonna inch this up just a sec. I'm going to go back, read questions and comments, see where we're at. Okay. Hey, Maddie, nice to see you here, and Carolee and Christine. Thank you, Christine. I appreciate all the kind words. And Christina. I've got a Christine and a Christina on here right now. There was a whole... Hey, Kathy Brown. Nice to see you here. And Sharon. How much is the foil? The foils are $3 a square foot, Joe. So when you go on to our website, paintedstudio.com, and go to the foils, you select the number of feet you want. They come in they are 1 foot wide or 12 inches, 12 and a half inches wide. That's how they come to me from the cutters and the manufacturers. And then we measure them out by 1 linear foot. So you just choose however many feet you want to order. Sharon, yes, you could do this with scrapbook paper, but this is going to require a little more gluing, a little more smoothing, because the foil goes on over the adhesive, it peels, it releases, and you're good to go. You don't have to fight it too much. Oh, look at you going. Kate's like, I do glitters too, or mica powders. Mask can protect every surface in the house. It goes yes, it does, Kate. I'm good with it here. It kind of stays, although I have to admit that the other day I glittered so much here in the studio and I thought I shook myself out, and I got home and there was a trail leading from the back door up the stairs and into our bedroom. Yeah, I glittered everywhere. Hey, Rima, how are you? Your package is winging its way to you. And Andrea, hi from the UK too. Gosh, all of you popping in. I appreciate the visits. Okay, so we are good to go. We have our little reindeer guy. We have our cutouts. The cutouts and all the foils are available on paintedstudio.com. Again, check the advent calendar that we've posted several times because we're having sales going all the way through the 24th of December. One special each day of the month. Today's special is 15% off our mini trowels. Tomorrow it will be something else. The day after, it will be something else. So you're going to have lots and lots of options to choose from. If you're not sure, you want to look at the calendar, scroll back. It's posted here. It's posted on Instagram. And if you're on our mailing list, we send you emails every day or two with what the specials are. Once the holidays are over, the emails drop down. We're not crazy on the email things. It's just we have a really big sale going. Let me take a look and see what everybody else is saying. Oh, my husband popped in. Thank you. And let's see who else popped in. Nope, I think we're good for the day. All right. Thank you, everybody, for coming in and spending time with us today. I hope you enjoyed the projects. We kept it very clean and simple today. Not a big, complicated, long one. And I'll be back tomorrow. Have a great one, everyone. Bye-bye. Thanks.